Hey everyone, there's been a lot of stimulus talk going on the last few weeks. Everybody's talking about a phase 4 stimulus. Everybody's talking about the first stimulus, and everybody got these deposits of $1,200 that deposited straight into their bank accounts from our President Donald Trump, buying his new election, right? But everybody's been talking about, like, this been the big buzz, right? Every time I cut on YouTube, every time I stroll through, everybody's talking about money, 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 stimulus, 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 right? Now, I'm one of them individuals that had a problem the first time getting the money, right? So listen, this is what I want to talk to you about. Why is everybody so caught up in the stimulus money, right? When there's still 50 million people who have yet to get the first stimulus. Stay tuned as we discuss why people haven't gotten the stimulus and what about the individuals that really, really need the stimulus that's being cut out of the bills. Stay tuned. What y'all about today is this new phase 4 stimulus and all these individuals that's been eligible to receive these direct deposits from the government. You have your unemployment individuals, they're getting their extra stimuluses in their unemployment checks weekly. Individuals have received a one-time $1,200 deposit into their bank accounts. Individuals are receiving extra food stamps. Individuals have received some sort of help. Businesses, small businesses and things like that. They're getting their loans. They're getting their grants and everything is going on, right? But I want to talk about a certain category of individuals that seem to be overlooked in this pandemic as individuals who don't need any help or individuals that don't qualify. And I'm really having a hard time understanding how you can kind of separate these people from every American. And even to a point now where in this new phase 4 bill, where you're even talking about illegal aliens being able to receive stimulus in this time of trouble, in this crisis right now. Me, myself personally, coming from a perspective of I'm a person that's on child support, right? Now, we already know that the first round of stimulus, right, they had a stipulation in there saying that individuals that owe child support or on child support, basically, right, you wasn't going to receive this stimulus check. Now, my only issue with that, right, now I don't have a problem with, we taking care of our responsibilities, we taking care of the things that need to get taken care of, right? But my only issue is the fact that why would you take that money right there? Right? Because obviously you probably took their income tax check if they filed taxes, right? You probably took that money, right? And now you're going to take the extra money that they probably need in their time of trouble. Some of those dads out there, right, first and foremost, are probably put on child support for whatever reasons we don't know that ain't got nothing to do with them not wanting to provide or be a father, right? Some people are just mad that the relationship didn't work out, right? And their only way to try to keep a vice on you or to keep their hands in your pocket or to constantly be a bother to you is to put you on child support and to incorporate these courts into your life, right? So they're saying that, you don't deserve no stimulus. You don't deserve no help. That's what they basically saying to individuals like, baby fathers. You don't deserve no help. So what we're going to do is we're going to give your baby mother extra money, right? You're going to give her your money to do whatever she wants to do with that too, right? Because see, what I do know and I understand is that people are getting this stimulus money, right? They're getting this extra money for their kids, but their kids ain't getting nothing, right? Everybody's getting $500. This new stimulus, they talking about, $1,200, $1,200 for everybody, right? But they still ain't talking about them individuals on child support. Like, what help do they get? How do they get through this pandemic? How does individuals on child support supposed to make it through this pandemic who have lost their jobs, right? Who can't get a job because of the pandemic scare, right? What are they supposed to do as far as surviving this situation, paying their bills and doing what they need to do? Are they even included in the conversation? That's the thing that bothers me. Like, are we talking about that? Are we talking about the individuals who really, really need the help? I don't care. See, listen, you want to keep giving money to the individuals that's got money. That don't solve our issue. The issue is big. It's been a problem in the United States as far as the way that the wealth, right, has been distributed. The way that y'all take care of Americans is bogus. I mean, to say the least. Think about this. All these years you've been a tax-paying citizen, right? Been a tax-paying citizen. and they want to give you peanuts back, right? And sometimes, even as a tax-paying citizen, you end up owing them at the end of the year. How do you end up owing a government, right, that you pay taxes to? Every time you work an hour, you pay taxes. Every time you work another hour, you pay taxes on that hour. How do I owe you? That's the thing I own, and you taxing everything that I own after I buy it. See, it's a double tax in America, and no one pays attention to that. They're taxing you when you buy it, right? And then they taxing you for as long as you own it. How does that work? How does that work? Why are we being taxed over and over and over and over again for the same purchase? And then y'all trying to figure out why this economy is so messed up. Why this money, why the American dollar is losing value. It may be gaining value now, but it had lost value. Why? Because it wasn't treated as nothing. It don't have no worth. Because you're giving it to individuals that don't need it. They're not going to spend it on nothing. They're not going to spend it on nothing. They're not going to take care of their responsibility. They're not going to try to improve on the betterment of life. They're not. It's not what they're going to do. This stimulus money should be divided into individuals that really, really need it. That really, really need this money to take care of their families, to take care of their bills, and to try to keep themselves afloat while they go through this pandemic, right? People need that money. And it's not about how much money. It's about a consistent help. Not just a one-time here, take this, I hope you do the right thing with it. And if you don't, then our economy is just hit. Why take that chance, right? Why take the chance on giving somebody a lump sum of money, right? They talking about giving people upwards to $5,000, right? For a household, right? Could be more. I'm just saying. I just threw a number out there, right? How is that going to help us? How is that going to change our situation? How? You giving people a lot of money to spend it, right? Right now. Then when that money gone, then what? That's my only question. It's not, don't do it. It's what's next. Because you're going to give me this money, right? See, not me. I don't even know if there's any stipulations in this new phase 4. You know, it wasn't talked about. I constantly stay up on it. I'm watching YouTube videos. You know what I mean? And then listen, if you're new to my channel, listen. Make sure you go down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, so you'll know every time, you know, I'm dropping one of these fire videos talking about the stuff that need to be talking about. You know, the voice of the little people. That's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on the voice of the little people, because the voice of the little people is the one that's never heard. Y'all always talking about the voice of the people. I'm the little people. See, I ain't the voice of the... See, the voice of the people got money. The voice of the people ain't really struggling, right? They just want more because they're greedy, right? But the voice of the little people are the ones that's struggling. They don't have the money. They don't have the means. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be the voice for the little people. So listen, if you want to get more of these videos, you want to stay in tune with what's going on with the little voices in the communities, the smaller people that's trying to make an impact, that want to bring some of these issues to the forefront, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because what I'm going to be doing, and I hope that a couple people that be interested in watching this video, I want to connect. I want to connect with other YouTubers. I want to talk to other YouTubers about different things, different ideas that they have concerning, right? The little people. You know, what do you think can help the situation of the smaller minority, right? Because we know there's a minority, right? But then there's a smaller minority that's overlooked, right? How can we help those individuals? How can we put them in a better situation? How can we change their life? How can we do it right and make sure that this situation, right, is handled properly? It's not about a lump sum of money. It's not about giving $1 billion here and $1 trillion there and $500 billion there. It's not about that. It's about placing it in increments to a point where it's sustaining us, not giving us this, and now you're spending everything you got, right? Acting all crazy like you don't know what's going on, right? Because you got all this money. You ain't never had $5,000 all at one time, right? This is like another income tax check. Now you ready to blow it, right? With nothing to stand on. So what I think the government need to be aware of, and what I think the people need to be aware of, is Don't put yourself back behind the 8 ball if you do end up getting this stimulus money that they're talking about in this CARES Act 2 bill that they're talking about in the Senate right now, right? It's supposed to pass, the Senate, then it's going to the House, right? And it goes to the House, and they're negotiating and doing all these things, and they happen to pass this bill. What I want everybody to keep in mind is the fact that you're getting this money one time. You're getting this money one time. So anything that you need to do, it has to happen now. See, you have to be able to sacrifice all those shiny things, all those things that caught your eye, right? While you was waiting on this money. Because the reality of this money is the fact that it's given to you to handle and to make sure that you can withstand and endure this crisis, because there will be a crisis. It's not going to just end with people sick, people dying and stuff like that. This will be a long-running crisis. It's going to change life. It's going to change the way that we live. It's going to change the way that we do things. It's going to change the way our children go to school. It's going to change the way that they're being taught in school. Everything is about to change. The way you eat in restaurants. You're going to now probably be in booths with plastic all around and around up to the top. And you will have to go into this thing and probably shut the door. It's just going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy. Because everybody's afraid. I was just watching a video the other day, right? And they was talking about Atlanta just opened up, right? Well, Meet Kevin, one of mine. And I watch his videos a lot, I mean? I'm going to shout Meet Kevin. I'm going to shout y'all, brother. You are very, very informative. I like the way you do it. I like the way you talk. And you don't take sides. It's like you're just trying to deliver the information. And I love that about you. But listen, Kevin, you need to start talking about the smaller people. We need to start being thought about in these conversations that everybody's having about helping people, right? Because a lot of times we get looked over, you know what I mean? And I'm specifically talking about everybody that's a little person, everybody that doesn't have a voice, everybody that lives next door to me, everybody that lives in what we call the American ghetto, right? We don't have a voice. No one's worried about are we being taken care of? They're worried about the bigger situation, right? Not the smaller situation, because the smaller situation, right, whether you know it or not, right, is the most important situation, because we're the ones that take what we have and spread it to y'all. That's how the economy is what it is, because it's the smaller people, right, that take everything they got and pushes it into the economy. That's why the economy is so prosperous. That's why the minority dollar is much greater than the majority dollar. It's more powerful, because if we stop spending as a minority, this country really goes down. So it doesn't matter how much money you give me. If I'm unable to consistently spend that money, right, and that money runs out, what are we doing? We're still in the same situation. The economy's still gonna crash. And it's guaranteed to do that regardless, because all y'all trying to do is stimulate, not resolve. It's a difference. See, that word means everything. See, it's to stimulate an action. They're trying to get you to do something. That's why they're trying to pass this bill. See, it's election year, people. It's election year, people. So anything that they're doing right now, anything that they're doing right now, has everything to do with trying to position their party, the Democrats or the Republicans, in the best position to win the presidency. And that's a known fact. So everything that you're going to be hearing, everything that you're going to be... I receive texts all the time, right? Now, Joe Biden, right? Don't know me, right? Joe Biden don't know me, right? But I'm getting texts from Joe Biden talking about, what's going on. It's a pandemic. The Republicans act like they got forever to make a decision. We need, quick action. These are things that he's texting me on my phone, trying to get me over to the Democratic Party or whatever the situation. He don't know what side I'm on, right? He don't know if I'm left or right. He don't know. He don't care. But his objective is, right, to use this situation, right, and the bill that the Democrats just proposed as a means to sway my vote. I ain't gonna be stupid though. I take the facts. And I try to vote for the individual that I feel is gonna listen to the little people. See, that's always my forefront. It's not about anything else. I don't care about your big land laws, right? I don't care about your big land laws. They don't mean anything to the little people. They don't mean anything to the little... We're not on that level to be worrying about your land laws. You understand what I'm saying? We're worried about eating every day, clothing ourselves, our lives. You know, our lives are at jeopardy on a constant basis. Living in the communities that are struggling like they are. Crime is up because people are doing any and everything to survive. And until you face that pandemic, America will always be in trouble. Listen, I want to thank y'all again for coming, stopping by. This is your boy Anthony Stewart II. This is your show, Growing and Stew. I really appreciate y'all. Listen, if you get an opportunity, go down there and check out some of the other videos that I've made. I got a video that I think is for you. Is it prison or is it reform? Check that out. I'm putting it in the description. Go down there and check that out. Give it a quick view. Give it a thumbs up if you're feeling it, if you understanding it, if you think that what I'm saying is relevant, right? Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about this conversation, because this one means a lot to me. You know, I'm one of them individuals that every time there's something going on, when there's an opportunity for individuals to, receive something, I don't receive it. And I don't know, it's almost like, the gods are against me, right? But it's not that. It's just the understanding that some people tend to think that when you're a certain person, or when you in a certain category, you don't deserve. But it don't matter about anyone else now. It doesn't matter about anything else. You don't deserve. Now let me ask you a question, right? And I want y'all to put the answer in the comment, right? Okay, everybody that received this $1,200 from the government, the Federal Reserve or whatever, last month, this month, whenever it is that you received it, right? I want to ask you a question, right? Do you know anybody, or have you heard of anyone who has received that money, who's incarcerated? Incarcerated. I mean, I'm really concerned with that, because I'm trying to figure it out. If they're incarcerated, can they still receive that money? Now, I understand that, you don't really, but you're going through the pandemic. See, this is I'm kind of strung out. I'm kind of messed up, because you're going, like, somebody should be able to receive some kind of money for you if you can't receive it, right? I'm just confused. Can somebody give me some clarity on that? And listen, once again, thank y'all for showing up. This is Growing and Stew. This is your boy Anthony Stewart II, fashion designer, YouTuber, graphic designer. I do it all.